Welcome to U.S. Elections Week 3. This week we're going to talk a little bit about the Electoral College. So on November 2nd, which is only 3 weeks, we will go to the polls to vote for our next U.S. president. The thing is, though, we, the citizens of the United States, constituents, whatever you want to say, are not actually voting for the president. We are voting for electors who will then go in December, early December, and cast the official votes for president of the United States. This is how it's been done for a very long time, since the beginning. Well, not the exact beginning, but anyway. I think it is in the Constitution, it's Article 2, Section 1, and that set up the Electoral College. The Electoral College is a group of people who actually go and vote for us. The reason that they did that was because at that time period, to get information sent somewhere, it took many, many days. They had to ride a horse or a buggy or whatever, not fiber optics. It's there in a few seconds or half a second or whatever it takes now. So it was just the most efficient way to do it. It also is a way to give small states not really be forgotten because, well, I don't mean small states. I mean states with small populations. So we use electors and not our votes. So we'll go 48 of the 50 states have what is called winner take all. Oklahoma is a winner take all state. So that means if we in Oklahoma vote and the Republican gets the majority of the votes, even if it's only 51%, then the Republican is who our electors go and vote for, regardless of who that is or what election year that is or whatever. If the Democrats get 51 votes, then the Democrats get, whoever's running the Democratic Party gets all of the votes from Oklahoma. So, how they choose electors is different in each state. When we vote, we're voting for the electors when we go on November 2nd. And there are 538 votes. So whoever gets 270 votes will be our next president. The 538 come from 100 senators in Congress. Well, it's Congress. So 100 senators, which there's 2 senators for each state, so 100 senators. And then there's 435 people in the House of Representatives. That's determined by population per state. And then 3 people for the District of Columbia, which is Washington, D.C. Our territories do not vote. So the 4 million people or 5 million people, however many it is, in all of our U.S. territories do not get a say in our election, even though they're U.S. citizens. U.S. citizens abroad, so like in the military or, you just move to another country for whatever reason, like you're a missionary or you're going to school there or whatever, work, you still get to vote. The astronauts get to vote. So really the only people who don't get to vote are United States citizens in United States territories. I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. Okay, so 538 votes. 270 wins the thing. Totally lost my train of thought. So I have 3 videos for you to watch this week. There will be a Schoolhouse Rocks video called I'm Gonna Send Your Vote to Washington, I think, something like that. I don't know. The link is up in the bottom, in this stream. Then there's another one. It's like a 4-minute video, and then there's another one. And they all tell about, well, the Schoolhouse Rocks is just a, cheesy little song. But sometimes cheesy little songs are how you remember things for the rest of your life. I mean, think about it. How do you say the alphabet? I bet you say the alphabet by actually singing the alphabet. So Sophie's singing it right now. So anyway, you're going to watch the 3 videos. And then you'll do worksheets. So I made a Google Drive folder and put a slideshow in there. There's a slideshow about the Electoral College that you need to watch. And then there's a worksheet that goes with that slideshow. Then there's another worksheet that goes with the Schoolhouse Rocks. In that one, there's like one page that says like classroom elections, and then there's some ballots. You don't need to do that. We're not doing a classroom election. You just need to do the other pages. And the Schoolhouse Rock video goes with that. So watch the 3 videos, do the worksheets. They are in a Google Drive. The slideshow has, I think it has to be open in Google Slides. And I will also put the worksheets in your fish mailboxes. So you can either grab those hard copies or you can download them on your computer and fill them out and send them back to me, whatever works best for you. But that way, I know you get them. So you can either have the hard copy or everyone got a link to the Google Drive folder. We are not posting a link to the Google Drive folder in this YouTube feed because I had to pay for a license for it. And I only paid for a license for my students. So I can only make it available to people that are taking this class. And if I put it on YouTube, it would be available to everyone, you know, who saw that video. You know, the 12 people or whatever it is that saw my video. Speaking of my video.
Oh, you're mad about this one?
I am so mad about that one. So someone keeps giving me a thumbs down. I don't know who it is. Probably my kid. Who knows? But I don't know why that bothers me, but I didn't know I care, but apparently I care. So please don't give me a thumbs down, even if you really think it's a thumbs down. It makes me sad. Okay, so Electoral College, 538 votes, 270 win. We vote in early November, second Tuesday in November, first Tuesday in November. And then early December, the electors actually go and vote. They are supposed to vote the way their state says. So if we all vote Republican, or the majority of people in Oklahoma vote Republican, or the majority of the people vote Green Party or the Tea Party or whatever, they are supposed to go vote that way. But they don't have to. They're not legally obligated to do that. I think some states, if they don't, there's a fine, but they are not legally obligated to vote the way that we are majority voted here in this state or other states. I think that's happened like 80 something times in the history of voting here in the United States. It's never affected the outcome of the election. It's never changed the election for them to do that. I guess enough people didn't do it for it to make a difference. But it's 2020. Anything could happen. Who knows? Maybe none of the electors vote the way we want them to. Maybe they all vote for one candidate. Maybe they all vote for Joe Jorgensen. Or what's the other guy's name? Howie Hawkins. Who knows? I don't know. It's 2020 and it's crazy out there. Anything can happen. I'm just saying. We don't know what's going to happen. So, keep your eye out. There's only 3 weeks till the election. Your homework will be easy this week. There is not a debate this week. There was supposed to be one on the 15th, but, you know, after all that chaos of the last one and the corona with President Trump and, you know, all the little bickering between, they have canceled this debate. But as of right now, the debate on October 22nd is still on. So we will be watching that one as long as it actually still happens. So no debate this week, just the homework on the Electoral College. 3 videos, 3 YouTube videos, easy breezy thing, and then a couple of little worksheets. That's it for homework. But I would like to talk to you guys about the vice presidential debate. Most of you have turned in your sheets on it. Most of you watched it. Most of you watched the Joe Jorgensen one. If you haven't watched that one, go back and watch that. I do want to clarify that I'm not promoting Jo Jorgensen. I'm not like, everybody go vote for this lady, this third party candidate or whatever. What I am saying is that if it is on the ballot, you need to know about it. You need to know about that person. You need to know about that state question. You need to know about the people running for sheriff or whatever they're running, judge, whatever they're running for. You need to know about them if you're going to vote for them. So it's really easy to know about President Trump and Joe Biden because it's everywhere. It's on social media, it's on the radio, it's on TV, it's everywhere. But no one's really talking about Jo Jorgensen, and she is on the ballot in all 50 states. So you do need to know who she is. I honestly don't know if Mr. Howie Hawkins is on the ballot in Oklahoma. I should know that. I feel like I did know that, but I don't remember now. If he is, you need to look up his stuff too and know about him. I know none of you are old enough to vote yet, but my point is that you just need to learn and make it a habit to learn about all of the people that are options on your ballot so you can make the best decision for yourself and your families. If it's on the ballot, you need to know about it. So I'm not promoting Jo Jorgensen, and I'm not promoting her. I'm staying neutral. I don't care who anyone votes for. I just want you to make the best decisions that you can when you do vote. You're all young adults. You will all be voting soon, so you need to learn how to do that in the most responsible way. So talking about the debates, we need to talk about that for a minute. Last week was the vice presidential debate, and for those of you who didn't watch the Jo Jorgensen thing, many of you have now watched it. So I really am enjoying reading what you guys have to say about all of the candidates. You're engaging in the interviews and the debates. You seem to be forming your own opinions. Siblings, I've noticed, don't always agree exactly, and that's a good thing. You guys need to come up with your own opinions of things in life. So that's part of what this class is for. So the vice presidential debate. That's what a debate's supposed to look like. This is what someone wrote about the vice presidential debate. It said, I learned that the vice presidential candidates can handle a debate much better than our presidential candidates. Yes, exactly. Exactly. That's what a debate's supposed to look like. They interrupted each other a little bit. They spoke over each other a little bit, but there was no name calling. They didn't tell each other to shut up. They didn't behave like they were in a schoolyard. They handled themselves well. So it was good. That was something that you guys needed to see, especially after that first presidential debate. They did a good job. They both articulated very well what their opinions were. There, of course, because they're politicians, there was avoidance of answering questions. Sometimes when they were answered a question, instead of answering it, they turned it back around on the other candidate. But that's expected in a debate. That's expected when we're dealing with politicians. So that is what a debate should look like. So I'm glad you guys got to see that after you saw the other one. Like I said, though, it's 2020, anything can happen. That was the one and only vice presidential debate. We were supposed to have a debate on the 15th, but that one, a presidential debate on the 15th, but that one was canceled. So you don't have that this week. On October 22nd, there will be, at the moment, we still have another presidential debate scheduled. Hopefully that one will happen because the general election is in 3 weeks. So that's not very long. We don't have much time now. All you have to do this week is just what we've already discussed. But I'm glad you guys watched that. I'm glad those of you who watched the thing about Dr. Jorgensen, you watched it. I have no idea if her running mate did the same kind of interview that she did. I didn't even think about looking at that this week. You might look up and see if he did, and if he did, you can watch that. If I find it, I'll put a link. We'll put a link on the YouTube video on the stream also. Until right now, I didn't even think about seeing if he did the same thing. I'm pretty sure that Howie Hawkins did not do that, and that his running mate didn't do it either. So you guys are doing a great job. I'm real proud of you. I'm proud of how you guys are doing the assignments, even if sometimes they're a little late. That's fine. We're homeschoolers. It happens. Just keep going forward with the homework. Keep learning all that you can about the election process. This country is your country. It won't be long till you guys are the ones out changing the atmosphere in this country and changing the face of how things happen. So that's all I have to say this week. I'll send out an email with this link in it, and the YouTube videos, and they will also be in this stream. All right, you guys have a great week. Thank you.